Hi Virgo, this is your love reading for September 2018. So I have shuffled quite a bit off camera, so don't collect the cloth when I'm shuffling. Just a bit more here. As always, this will not resonate with everybody. It might start off resonating and it doesn't after a while, because I do get specific. I clarify. This is a 5-card spread. I'm trying to keep them under, 10-15 minutes, but I talk a lot, so there you go. I am trying to deal with the sound situation, so if it's crackly, I'm sorry. I'm trying. I might go back to what I was doing before. So anyway, if it doesn't resonate, if this reading does not resonate, first of all, if it partially resonates, take what resonates, leave the rest. If it does not at all, check your moon, rising, or Venus, or there's other channels that I have listed in the featured or related channels section, and they do a really good version of this also. All right, 8 of Swords, energy between you and another person. 8 of Swords reversed. This is about breaking free, not feeling imprisoned anymore, feeling like you're open to new perspectives. You're open to talking and reasoning things. You're open to change. Okay, so we have the Knight of Pentacles upright, the obstacle or the challenge. Oh goodness, let's get a little, there we go. The current situation, the outside environment, or what's coming towards you, and the outcome. All right, so preliminary reading before I clarify. This is where it might resonate with a lot of you, okay? This is the general part. This is what happened in the past. Well, slow and steady, right? This also could be, maybe stubborn and procrastinating energy. And sorry, just got to do something here so I don't lose track of mine there. Okay, like I said, this is Earth sign, Capricorn, Taurus, or Virgo. Very stable, reliable person or energy. They're bringing an offer of security, and this is the one that you can count on the most, I should say. They're very efficient. They thrive on routine and structure, and you can count it. They move at a glacial pace, like everything's pretty slow, but whatever they do bring, it is a sure thing. This right here is the obstacle or challenge, is a breakup or just making a bad decision in a relationship. This Queen of Pentacles, so we could be talking about family members here, like mother and child. This, or a mature woman and a younger partner, or a mature man and a younger partner. This is the current situation for you, Virgo. This might be you by yourself, man or woman. This is about somebody being very self-sufficient and on their own, and their focus is the material growth and prosperity and just maintaining what they have and trying to grow it for a more secure, stable future. And what's coming towards you, or this could be advice, or this could be the outside environment. Take your pick. Point is, we're going to clarify, find out, but this most likely is like, okay, it wasn't as bad as you thought, or you dodged a bullet, And this right here is 7 of Wands reversed. This feels like somebody's kind of just giving up. They're just kind of throwing their hands up. They're exasperated. But it's funny because they're not leaving. I should clarify, it feels like they're not leaving. This card typically could be the calm before the storm, before the big heavy, before the 9 of Wands, But this feels like this person is still wanting to stick around and fight. They're overwhelmed and they're just like throwing their hands up in the air, exasperated. And we'll see when we clarify, but it just feels like the situation's not changing, and round we go, All right, so now let's get into it. Okay, I want to clarify this right here, the past. We had this stability in the past. Things were going as planned. This might, because this is a Knight, this isn't a really secure offer. Like I said, it moves slow and secure offer. It's not secure in the sense that it's long-term per se. This is an offer, but it might just be in the beginnings or the inceptions, meaning it is not like the King of Pentacles or the Queen. This is a beginnings of an offer. This is an offer brought to you, and it is with assuredness, but it's not like it's like a beginning. It's not like you've been a couple for a long time, or the relationship is still in its inception. That's what I'm saying. So yes, it's a sure thing, but it's not it's, as far as time goes, it hasn't been around for a while, quite possibly. It's still young. That's what we should say. Okay, so this could also be mom or parent dealing with child in the court system and having to juggle. It could be single parent after divorce having to juggle kids. That just kind of flew in there, but this feels also like the relationship was on the right track and you were handling life's obligations nicely. The obstacle or challenge, but again, this could be the kid and handling it in the courts, like the parent dealing with the kid in the courts and just juggling single motherhood, single fatherhood, and having kids. This was in the past, and the obstacle, I don't know about that. I don't know about that parent thing. That keeps nagging at me, though, the parent thing. All right, let's flesh it out some more. Okay, so, oh, crap. We got the Magician reversed. Not my favorite character, and most of you know why, because this person, man or woman, could be very manipulative, very tyrannical. It also could be somebody having a lot of wow, but not the how. They don't enact on things. A lot of ability, a lot of talk, very charismatic, but they don't do anything with it. There's a lot of stop, start, stop, start. Sometimes this is connected with like ADHD, or ADDH, whatever. I don't know what they're calling it now. ADD, attentional issues. Okay, and work. So they might be disregard. There might have been a disregard for somebody's feelings in the relationship, because you get this. This is work, and it's reversed, so it's not working, right? Not valuing teamwork, because this is third party in the relationship, not regarding the other person, not respecting the other person. Could also be somebody that is just a big a-hole and was cheating, third party situation, maybe even at work. And this ruined the relationship. This ruined the relationship. Whoever this is, it ruined the relationship, or it is ruining the relationship. Okay, so remember, this is a love reading, so I have to remind myself of this love reading. All right, so the current situation now, this was the obstacle. Okay, so this was in the past, this is the obstacle. Is somebody is by themselves, they are solitary, man or woman. They are able to sustain and maintain their life by themselves. They feel very strong, and they know that this was an ending. Okay, so, but this, you know, it's funny because this is just so, to go from a stable offer and it feels right, and you're kind of handling life as it comes and juggling things, and it was, maybe this is when the relationship was young, and then this happened. Over time, somebody turned into a jerk, but it's just, you know, my God, it's a lot for a September reading. Good Lord. It just keeps feeling like there's a kid involved here. Like, but this is the past, they had a kid. You know, maybe it was a single mom, because maybe it was a single mom, right? Somebody came along and you thought, oh, this is, you know, this feels right. This person, this magical person, this wonderful person came along. For some of you, I'm not saying for all of you, but for some of you, it could be this mother-child situation, this father-child situation. This magical person, man or woman, came along, and everything was always right with the world, whatnot, and you were able to handle, you know, work and dealing with your children and this person. And then they turned out to be a big old jerk. Maybe you got married, turned out to be a big old jerk, and now you're single again. There is definitely a mother-child element here, and I don't feel like I'm forcing that. I really do feel like it. Okay, shutting up, getting on with the reading. Okay, so we've got a solitary person here who is quite strong and capable on their own, and has also realized that there has been an ending, in fact, quite painful. They feel stabbed in the back because of this. So this is what that's what it is. This is what happened in the past. This probably has happened, and you are just darn fine on your own, thank you very much, and it's because of this. You are still dealing with this out of the blue betrayal, because this is such a silver-tongued person, man or woman, that this right here, this is heavy duty. These are two majors. So this, like, you're feeling this to the core. This is a big ouch right here. Endings, loss, betrayal, out of the blue betrayal, not suspected. Especially if you were thinking that everything was on the up and up over here, and then all of a sudden this happens, you know, it's like out of the blue. It is an ending. And yet you are going to find out that it could have been so much worse had you not gotten out when you did. And there we have this again, the Lovers reversed. Look at that. Here it is again. Lovers reversed. Okay. This is, it could have been so much worse. the relationship broke up, and this right here is nowhere near what this could be. It could turn into that, right? But because of this breakup, you kind of lost your you definitely want to be alone. You are strong by yourself. You don't want to be in another relationship for a while. You don't want anything to do with making a choice or involving yourself with somebody else. And you are, whoever this, if this is for you, Virgo, obviously man or woman, doesn't, but you are not suffering any fools. You're probably going, because this just happened or this is still fresh, you are probably going back and forth between completely lucid and strong and being like, I've got no to give and I'm not putting up with this and that and the other, to having crying jags, man or woman. You know what I mean? Just like staring at the wall for 3 hours and orbiting the house, you know, because you can't get your head around what happened, and you're just like, oh my God, I'm so the big jerk and whatever. So it could have been a lot worse, but you're definitely feeling the loss here. Well, okay. So we've got a solitary situation, and this is you, Virgo, because this is Earth sign, right? We've got a solitary situation. The worst has happened. It could have been a lot worse. And somebody's in, suffering no fools mode, just if anything, they've got a huge chip on their shoulder. And then we come to this, where this is the Seven of Wands reversed, and there's just feeling like I'm walking away, I'm giving up, I'm overwhelmed, but if it comes to my door, I will still fight. That's what this feels like. Like it's not that I'm backing down, I'm walking away. There's a difference. I still am standing by how I feel, and I'm not gonna let anybody walk all over me, man or woman. But there's still you're still open to fighting for it. Do you know what I mean? Like, you haven't just walked away and cut off all communication and just, this is still standing your ground. Sometimes you get to a point when you're just like, I'm not even going to talk to the person. I don't care what they think of me. I don't care what they say about me. It's not worth ever engaging with this person again. You're not there yet, Virgo. This is not you. It's like you're taking a time out, but it's not over. Okay, this is about balance, compassion, forgiveness, moderation, the ebb and flow, the ups and downs, that sort of thing. And you've taken a step back. Maybe they've taken a step back, although I doubt it, because this type of personality, just when they're done with you, they're done with you, but not until they're done with you. They just keep coming. And you actually would like to forgive. You would like to at least come to a place where you could accept and forgive. Doesn't mean you still want to interact with that person, and you've taken a step back, but if the opportunity presents itself, you might still be open to discussion, but in that discussion, you will still stand your ground. You're not going to put up with, you know what I mean? Like, don't mistake my kindness and willingness to talk for weakness. I'm doing the right thing by my code of, ethics and what I think is the right thing, but don't mistake that for me being stupid. Because that, you're going to wake up 3 months later. You want to wake up in the hospital. Don't be silly now. All right. Okay. The one thing you never want to do is insult a Virgo's sense of propriety. That's a engagement. I almost am ready to give up on these dang cards, because it never feels like what it feels like. That to me, this does not feel like engagement here. Your life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. On the other hand, here's where I eat my words. Maybe to get to this point, maybe you have found somebody else, all right? And you still need to go back and forgive and really look at this, really take a close look and balance all sides and weigh out what was your involvement, what was your culpability, whatever. And you're calling for that forgiveness. You need to move on. Maybe you already have. And this is all about maybe getting closure. You know what I mean? Because if you're looking at engagement here or getting close to somebody again, you got to get through this, getting to that level of commitment. You got to get through this and have that proper perspective, that balanced perspective on it before you can move on and join with somebody else. Otherwise, you're going to repeat the same cycle, right? So this is probably about you. That's this whole openness, like you're going to stand your ground. You're not going to want to engage. You've pulled back. But But at the same time, if they bring it to your doorstep, you're going to stand your ground and say whatever. That's about you needing to feel like you can stand up for yourself, and that, no, I see the light now. I see what really happened. I see how it was. I know what I was at fault with, and I know what I wasn't at fault with. I know my involvement, and I know your involvement. And this time when we talk, if you come back around, I'm not going to walk away. I'm going to stand my ground. And we might end disagreeing. We'll have to agree to disagree, but I need to know that I can defend myself, and that I, even after coming in contact with this manipulative person again, this horrible situation, that I can walk away whole. Okay, that's what this is about, it feels like, especially if you're going to get engaged. This needs to be put to rest, and it needs to be, it's almost like it needs to be re-imprinted. Like when you walk away, it's like, yeah, that just happened. I just stood up for myself. And they might still be babbling on and spilling their nonsense, but it's different for me this time, because instead of laying down and taking it or crying, I turned around and said no, and I walked away, and it was me walking away. You know what I mean? That sort of thing. Okay, and that's probably what this is about here, is this being open to forgiveness and also standing your ground. You're not going to start the fight, but you're not going to let somebody, you know, bull you over, and this, you're open to change because maybe you've met somebody new. Well, that's nice, because this was a big old dumpster fire over here. So I mean, if you have met somebody new, that's really nice. That's awesome. And it's good for you for doing the work to get closure and to move on, so that you don't bring that madness into the new relationship or the next serious relationship. And okay, I'll honor that. It's upside down. I don't feel like I gave it a good shuffle. Give it to God. Amber, take a deep breath, and on the exhale, release this situation to God for healing and answers. Okay, that's a good one. I like that. Give it to God. Because with somebody like this right here, there's only so much talking and so much trying to figure yourself out can do. At some point, you're like, you know, I've done all I can. I'm a decent person. I'm turning this over to, you know, this is above my pay grade. Jesus, take the wheel, or whatever your higher power is. Somebody take the wheel. This fell out. Let yourself sparkle and shine. Okay, so that fell out. And then I'm going to do one more. My God. 17 minutes and 20 seconds again. Keep talking, keep talking. All right, one more for you, Virgo, because I can't help myself. As you write, deep emotional healing. Well, yeah, especially if this right here, this Ten of Swords is out of the blue, it's just coming at you like a ton of bricks when you thought was, okay, this might be going somewhere, feels right, you know. I'm able to handle my home life, even if it does involve kids or just this new romance without kids, whatever. I'm able to handle it. And then, bam, this right mess right here, right? Stabbed in the back. Holy crap, I'm fine on my own. I don't need anybody. At some point, you got to give it over to God. You got to let yourself sparkle and shine. You are guided to be bold and show your bigger than life side to the world. And deep emotional healing. Your heart is ready to heal from the past. Yes, give it to God. Heal, heal. Experiences, and you are willing to devote time and energy toward therapeutic care. Yes, it is all about you now. This next time around, it will be very different, because you are really working hard on healing and just making sense of the madness. So most people shy away from that, and it's good for you. That takes guts. Seriously, that takes a lot of grit. Okay, so Virgo, that's what I have for you, all 19 minutes of it. I gotta get less wordy. Thank you for stopping by. I do this every 2 weeks, so I hope to see you at the next reading. All right, take care.